We live in some crazy times, man. People afraid to be themselves. People don't know who the heck they is. Hold on, we live. Hello, ladies. How y'all doing out there? This is your brother Shawn Blazington. I know it's late at night, but I had some things on my mind, and I decided to do this blog. I was just sitting here thinking, what would Dr. King and Malcolm X say about our generation? What would they say about the black folks in America? What would they say about the non-black folks in America? What would brother Malcolm X have to say about what's going on in these days and times? What would Dr. King have to say about all these different communities that's sprouting up left and right? You got the straight community, you got the non-straight community, you got the BBW community, you got the Short Brothers Empowered community. We got all these different types of communities, but what are we trying to accomplish as a whole? It really irks my nerves to see people want to be something just because they see somebody else did it and it worked out for them. We got a whole lot of people piggybacking off of movements, and I know that I ain't the one, but at money. Let's keep it real, y'all. You work for a company that you despise. You can't stand the company that you work for. You go to work every day miserable, sitting up there looking like you ready to fight, ready to cry. You ain't got no cold, but you looking like you ready to sneeze. Your kids ain't got no new shoes, but you working for a company that can't help you afford to buy essential things that your family need, but you still gotta have good customer service. People sell out in more ways than one nowadays. Have you ever been to the gas station and as soon as you walk in the door, they talking about, hey, welcome to Fast Track, welcome to Raceway. You go up in the gas station, welcome to BP. They not trying to be nice to you because they nice people. They being nice to you because they was told, if you don't greet everybody that come up in here, we gonna get rid of you. They turn you into an ass kisser. People working at Subway, they can't stand Subway. They don't want nothing to do with them sandwiches. People ordering them about, telling them what to do all day, every day. The stakes is high and the rent is even higher. So what y'all gonna do out there? How y'all think Malcolm X would have felt about our current generation? What would Dr. King say if he seen this is what his dream turned out to be? I know he ain't never dreamed of this shit. I know he ain't never dreamed that you would have this many homeless kids out here walking up and down the street. He would have never dreamed of black folks on television doing the things that they doing on television. Hell, Bill Cosby was trying to stop that, and everybody said he was a hypocrite or tried to say he was crazy. Bill Cosby didn't want all them comedians sitting up on stage cracking black jokes. And look, these comedians, a lot of them ain't nothing but black folks and blackface. And that's why Bill Cosby was so mad. He said, you can do clean comedy without disrespecting your people like that. But people made it seem like Bill was just a hater. And the only reason why they made it seem like Bill was a hater, because they like, look, Bill, you got your bag. We trying to get our bag. But Bill was just trying to tell them, hey, brother, you ain't got to do that to get the bag. So what are you willing to do to get the bag? What is you doing right now? I'm looking in the comment section. Matter of fact, let me open up these phone lines, because somebody need to call in. Hold on, y'all. The phone in the bathroom. Hold on. I was in there blowing that bathroom up. The phone in the other room. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. Hold on. GMB Blazer Gang, y'all still there? Is y'all still there, Blazer Gang? All right. I know a few people left, but we still here, baby. The phone lines is open, and if don't nobody call after all I did to go get this phone, everybody in the comment section gonna get blocked within the next 50 seconds. So y'all only got a little while to call. I know it's only 2 people watching the stream, but I still got a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest. Now, back in the 30s, they went through the Great Depression, and a lot of y'all don't know nothing about no Great Depression. I'm talking about people was starving. People ain't had no food, ain't had no money for no food. People was dying due to starvation and sickness. People ain't had no money to go to no hospitals. During the Great Depression, it was what they said it was. They didn't call it the Great Depression because it sounded hot or it was trending at the time. They ain't had Twitter. It was what it was. It wasn't no cap or none of that. It was the Great Depression. So people coming up in them times would do anything for $1. I mean, anything for some money. How come you think so many brothers was working janitorial services? People mopping floors and cleaning toilets and doing whatever they can do. Don't think black folks wanted them jobs because they was hot or that was just the best job to have. We came up in the time to where you ain't had no choice but to do this type of work. Hold on, we got a phone call, y'all. Hello, Shawn Blazington Radios. Who this is? Did this motherfucker just hang up on me? I think that was Martin Luther King Jr. He told me if I do this stream, I'm gonna have some problems on my hand, but the hell with him. We need to talk about this type of stuff. But like I was saying, during the Great Depression, people would do anything for the bag. That's why you had so many brothels back in the day. Whorehouses on every corner. And guess who the customers was? That's right, Billy and Tommy. Hold on, this same person calling back. Hello, who this is? Hello? Okay, this how we gonna do this, y'all. We gonna stop the phone lines altogether because people is wasting my precious time. Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna stop the phone lines. I'm just gonna block whoever the hell that was. That way they ain't gonna be able to call back no more. But back to what I was saying about people during the Great Depression, it was some horrible times. People was selling their kids, selling their body, selling their grandmama. Everybody and everything was for sale. And this is what black people had to endure for the longest amount of time. Everybody didn't have a job as a CEO somewhere. Everybody didn't have a nice little job with an office. The only job you had with an office was cleaning up somebody's office. And best believe back in them days, there was black folks that had money, but you call them the bourgeoisie, and they didn't want nothing to do with black folks that ain't had no money. And bougie black folks didn't even like other bougie black folk. That's why a lot of the churches back in the day had the front row and the second row. And y'all talking about rainbows. A lot of these churches back in the day, you go up in there and all the light-skinned people sitting in the front, and that's a little darker than them sitting behind them, and the people a little darker than them sitting behind them, and all the way in the back, that's where you get all of the blacks. It wasn't just on the buses to where the blacks had to go to the back. Blacks had to go to the back in black churches. I ain't lying to y'all. We came through some harsh times in this country, but nowadays people act like they don't care about none of that. As long as you can shake your ass and get you a shot of Hennessy for $5, that's all the people seem to care about. So what would Malcolm X and Dr. King think about this new generation to where people don't even care about the past? We ain't got no sense of history, and I'm not trying to preach to y'all, but I'm just trying to get an understanding on this vlog. They got all these historically inaccurate movies coming out left and right. They got a movie about Harriet Tubman, and this girl looked like she could be the Ebony Model of the Week. You mean to tell me you went out there and got a dime piece to play Harriet Tubman? Now, this ain't no disrespect to Harriet Tubman, but let's keep it real, y'all. Harriet Tubman wasn't no Instagram model. They got this chick freeing the slaves, and her whole ass is free on the movie. Her breasts running free on the movie. The only thing she freed was her ass. And they talking about that's Harriet Tubman. We need to do better as a people when it comes to accepting certain things. We shouldn't accept no Harriet Tubman movie if Monique not playing Harriet Tubman, y'all. What would Dr. King? Now, I know Malcolm X will have a thing or two to say about this current generation, because these youngins don't know no better. That's why it's up to the older folks to at least say something. And that's what I'm trying to do for all y'all people under the age of 30. And you sitting over there and you thinking you know everything. Listen to your brother. Let me tell you something. You don't know everything. You need to take some advice from an older person. And just because a person is older than you, that don't mean they're a crackhead. And I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times when I see older black folks, the first thing that pop in my head is a crackhead. And if they ain't no crackhead, they're alcoholic or they done did something shady in their life. Older people just look shady to me. And I know that's wrong, but that's what this younger generation see when they see older folks. It ain't no respect attached to elders. And they got good reasons for that, because the elders been doing a lot of wrong, a lot of foolishness. The elders been spending their money wrong. The elders been talking wrong, been acting wrong. These elders not even elders no more. I don't even know what to call older people in this current generation. Back in the day, you had respect for an older person because you knew that they would be liable to kick your ass if you said something wrong. The older people nowadays is afraid of the younger generation. It was the total opposite back in the day. The older generation back in the day wish the young kid would do or say something crazy. But now, these young kids ain't got no guidance, ain't got no direction. They walk around here, pants hanging off their behind. These little girls got a head full of weave with their butt crack showing, and older people too afraid to tell them that that's wrong. Or you need to go put on some clothes. You need to go pull your pants up, because they afraid. The older generation ain't nothing but a bunch of cowards. And I feel free saying that because I feel for these young kids. If they had a little bit of direction and a little bit of guidance, I think they would be a whole lot better off. When the last time we had a Malcolm X besides Malcolm X? When the last time we had a Dr. King besides Dr. King, y'all? Patricia Young said blacks don't care about their own, so why do you all expect for other colors of people to care about your black ass? Patricia, first of all, we need to know what your nationality is, because everything you said will make a world of difference if we knew if you was black, Latino, you could be Chinese. Patricia Young, you could be Arabic. We don't know what you is talking like that, so you're going to have to let us know that first. Wayne Tompkins said, we come to the all people. Brother, when you learn how to read and write, then I'm going to read your comments. Sandra Jackson came in with them pizzas and them burgers and them wings and stuff like that. Reggie Hammond said, this was all part of the white man's plan. Get rid of the father, the leaders, and put the money grubbing church to lead and black women follows. Brother, we gonna have to stop playing the blame game. I understand what you saying, but as much money as the black community bring in, we got enough resources to do for self. Especially with all these Jordans I see, all these nice ass cars I see in the ghetto. We got enough money to do something for ourselves. We can come together and do something. We ain't crippled. It's a whole lot of healthy black folks out here running track, playing basketball, running to the mall, running to the bank. We too healthy to be acting crippled. Now, I get it. There is a system in place to keep us down, but we the main ones that participate in the system. Every time I meet a young person in college, they in school for criminal justice. What justice you trying to get? You trying to get a job as a corrections officer? That ain't justice. You trying to get a job as a parole officer? You going in there, you trying to be a warden? What the hell you mean criminal justice? You ain't no freedom fighter. You act like you in college to save some people or to keep some people out of prison, when the truth is you going to college to put people in prison. They need to change it from criminal justice to doing justice to the criminal system or something, because these criminals ain't getting no justice. Shoot, if anybody a real freedom fighter is Kim Kardashian. At least she going out her way to get people out of jail. She more than her punk ass boyfriend. TB said they need to realize that if others see one at the bottom, we are all in their eyes. At Patricia, TB said, I definitely agree about the blame game. That has got us nowhere. We got to start taking accountability for our actions. Yeah, we got other nationalities of people that don't like us. But guess what? We don't even like us. And that's the problem. It's one thing when somebody don't like you and they hate you and they don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you succeed. You got somebody at your job and your family that can't stand you and they just waiting for you to fall. But you don't care because you love yourself. You make sure you get up and take a bath and have on some clean clothes and look decent when you leave the house. As long as you love you, to hell with anybody else think about you. That's the same thing with black people. You talking about who don't love us and they hate us and they trying to keep us down. Well, shoot, apparently that's what they supposed to do. What about us loving ourselves and helping each other out and putting each other up and doing things for each other? That's the ball that y'all dropped. Tony Stark is in the building. AC, the comedian, said, I think black people are scared of failure if they fight the power that be. Okay. Tony Stark said, you N-word is crazy is what they would say. Okay. Well, I'm just going to say this. I believe Dr. King and Malcolm X would agree on a whole lot of things about this current generation. When they were still alive, they disagreed on a whole lot of stuff. They disagreed about politics. They even disagreed about dinner. I heard a story about one time Dr. King invited Malcolm X to his house for dinner. And when Malcolm X was at the table, he wouldn't eat nothing on the plate. And Dr. King asked him, how come you ain't eating nothing? And Malcolm told him, look, you got ham up in the yams. You got pig up in the greens. You got a big old pig's ass sitting on my plate. We don't eat pork, brother. How you gonna have ham in the yams, Dr. King? Lord have mercy. He was a Southern Baptist pastor, so you gonna have to forgive him for that. And plus they say pork make everything taste good, but I'm on Malcolm X with this one. I really don't do the pork. But that's Negro here nor there. I say all that to say that these brothers disagree with each other on a whole lot of different things. But when it comes to this current generation, I'm pretty sure they would agree on a whole lot of things. They would agree on the fact that black folks ain't got no structure. Black folks want to do everything and anything for everybody except for black folk. Now, I'm going to say this and a lot of people going to get mad. But I'm going to go ahead and say it because people like to be mad anyway. I'm doing you a favor. If you get mad, shoot, I just brightened up your world. You love being mad. Now, I know integration and immigration is a big subject in America. And people, the Mexicans and Latinos and people from other countries and stuff want to come over to America and benefit off of the fruits of America because it's the greatest country in the world. We all know that. And these people is getting sent back to where they came from. They not able to cross the border. And all these terrible things is happening to these people. And black folks is up in arms. Black folks can't believe it. The injustice that's going on with people from other countries. But y'all willing to fight for somebody that don't even live here. They not from here. But y'all not willing to do nothing for yourselves. I just don't understand the logic behind this. You willing to die for Paco. You willing to lay your life down for Maria. You willing to go to the grave for Sanchez. But you ain't willing to speak up for Tyrone. That's what I don't understand about our people. Look, ain't nothing wrong with caring for other people of other nationalities and what they going through. But if you giving a blind eye to what's going on to you and your situation, you better not even open your mouth about nobody in Tijuana. You shouldn't even be speaking on nobody from Afghanistan. Lord have mercy. I know this is going to get a lot of backlash, but let me tell y'all something, man. I got to keep it real with y'all because ain't nobody else going to be able to do it. One thing you could say about me, And one thing y'all gonna remember about me is that I keeps it real, man. You ain't gotta like it, but one thing for sure, I really hope that y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and that notification button, because I would really, really appreciate it. I don't think Malcolm X or Dr. King would like this new generation. I think they really wouldn't want to rally behind these kids. I don't think Martin Luther King would want to be in the same building with a whole lot of y'all. And I may be wrong, because like they say in the Bible, Jesus walked amongst the prostitutes and the pimps. And Jesus had a little bit of pimp bones in his body too, because a lot of things he did, a lot of people ain't never did it before. People talking about being iceberg slim, but iceberg ain't never walk on no icebergs. Jesus walked on water, sand, gravel, snow. Shoot, he was a bad mamma jamma, y'all, but that's Negro here nor there. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for more vlogs, because that's all we're gonna be doing. Reggie Hammond said, damn right, the Mexicans always want to piggyback off the black man's scraggle. Gail Jones said, integration was a mistake. El Sheba Sekmet said, yes, we need to care for ourselves before other nations. Tony Stark said, black people will rob, kill, and steal from each other and pull each other down. Ain't no brothers keeper out here no more. He ain't never lied. Free Reign said, we all we got. If you don't quit putting up that damn rainbow, Free Reign, you about to get blocked. Wayne Tompkins said, yes, please hit the like button. Cornbread said, don't leave, I just got here. Oh, I ain't going nowhere, Cornbread. We about to get real comfortable. Darrell Williams. Let me tell y'all something else before I get out of here. Now, it's a lot of speculation about why I got all these rainbows up on YouTube. I got rainbows on the thumbnails. I got rainbows on my nails. It's rainbows everywhere. Let me tell y'all something. It's either you gonna have to get down or lay down, baby. I know that sounds suspect. Either way I say it. Either you gonna have to get down or lay down, bend over, or roll over. You gonna have to figure it out, because the system that's in place nowadays, let me tell y'all, brother, something. You trying to hold on to your manhood and all this stuff. That's good. You a manly man beating on your chest with some goddamn skinny jeans on. You a manly man with some skinny sweatpants. You the most manliest manly man with a tight ass t-shirt on. And it's not because you want to wear these clothes, but you ain't got no choice but to wear these clothes, because that's all they selling in the department store. You eating food that got you sugary. Now, a brownie ain't supposed to have that much sugar up in there, but they put that much sugar up in there on purpose to have your ass out here screaming and hollering like Little Richard. And I say all that to say that what would Dr. King and Malcolm X say about our new generation? Because these brothers always had some words of guidance. They always had something to say that we all can identify with and live with. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. The Nation of Islam is looking pretty bad nowadays. I know the brothers are still out there, but they trying to get that money off of them bean pies, man. They don't give a damn about what's going on in the black community. Now, I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's still some brothers in the nation that really care about the plight of the black man. But the last time I seen them brothers out there, man, they ain't trying to talk about nothing except for them bean pies. They might as well turn the Nation of Islam into a bakery, y'all. Because that's all they doing out here is feeding people sweets, and them things getting better and better. I think they got a hit. Them brothers, I don't know who in there whipping up them pies, but they do a hell of a job at it. The hell with them newspapers, just give me the damn pie. D-Man said bean pies do be the bomb. Man, they definitely do. Reggie Hammond said that's why they have a sale on Great Value Franks and sausages. Sandra Jackson said they'll say sit y'all black asses down and listen. But how the people gonna sit they black ass down and listen when they got in them new Beats by Dre's? People got on ear pods. People all up in their phone. People ain't trying to listen to Malcolm X unless he was on the meme. The only way Dr. King gonna get his voice heard is if he do an Instagram post or something like that. Black folks don't give a damn about nobody being no leader. TB said they stole the rainbow. That's a covenant between God and his people. But like most things, the devil copies to deceive. Let me tell y'all something. Last summer, I went over by the water up there in New York, and it was a waterfall, and I was staring at the waterfall, and there was a rainbow coming out the waterfall. I felt suspect for enjoying the sight. That's how bad things is now. I felt uncomfortable with myself because I was enjoying the waterfall, and there was a beautiful rainbow on the waterfall. That ain't right. You can't even enjoy rainbows no more. But hey, for the people that do enjoy rainbows, like Gail Jones said, whoop whoop. Minnie McDonald's is in the building. She said that dirty ass river you used to be chilling by. I ain't talking about that river. I was talking about somewhere else that got a whole lot of water. Mind your business, Minnie. And plus, we ain't come here for you. We came here to talk about Malcolm X and Dr. King, because people fail to realize that both of these brothers died for black folks. Now, when Malcolm X got shot, he didn't have to be where he was at. He could have easily went home and ate one of them bean pies and went to sleep. He'd still be alive today, most likely, if he didn't show up to where he was at. He wanted to give a speech to address some important things to his people that he felt like we all needed to hear. And his life was cut short by some brothers, y'all. The great Malcolm X, the man with all of the answers. He was debating against white folks with degrees and people overseas. Malcolm X was the baddest brother we ever had when it came to intellectual debates. And you mean to tell me he got taken out by some thugs? Now, Dr. King, he was also a freedom fighter. He spoke on things that other people was afraid to speak on. He did marches when marches really meant something. He was the type of man that'd get up on that stage and use his prestige in the church to really get things done for black folks in the community. Now, when the last time you had a pastor that got things done in the black community? We ain't had no pastor like that since Dr. King. I know Al Sharpton tried to fill them shoes, but he ain't never gonna be able to do it because his feet is a little too small. But I say all that to say that these brothers died for black folk. Now, you mean to tell me when Dr. King got assassinated, now none of them other Negroes could have took the bullet? Now, Jesse Jackson, he was standing right there. All he had to do was move to the side a little bit. They had to have somebody else that could have took the bullet. But that's the thing. We not willing to take no bullets for each other, but we willing to take a bullet for somebody that don't even know how to speak English. And look, I love all people, all my Latino people, all my Caucasian people, Asian people, Blasian people, Afghanistan people. I love y'all to death, and I love all y'all food and all y'all cooking. I'm over here tightening up these shoes right now for y'all. But for my brothers and my sisters out there, you had too many people to die for you to simply not give a damn no more. This is one thing I notice about this new generation. They so quick to say something is in the past. Oh, that was a long time ago. Things get old real quick to this new generation. Shoot, LeBron James is old to these kids. Kobe Bryant, he's ancient history. Derrick Rose, whatever meant something a couple of months ago don't mean nothing today. That's why these rappers be doing so bad. In the 90s, them rappers had careers all the way up into the damn 2000s because they fans was still willing to rock with them even though they was dropping some trash music. Nowadays, shoot, you get your one little hit single and you out the door, player. And I say all that to say, with this new generation, when you talk to them about Malcolm X and Dr. King, they don't even understand exactly what took place in them times. They think it was a movie or a story. They think that Dr. King and Malcolm X is fictional characters. They don't understand that these brothers really exist. And y'all scared to do something and say something in these days and times. Imagine what they was going through back then when prejudice was just the thing to do. It wasn't no shame in the game. It was terrible times they was raised up in, but they still had an opinion and still organized with each other to make a difference for the people. What would they say about this new generation that all they want to do is put out hashtag? Hashtag what? What the hashtag gonna do? They make it seem like the hashtag is Captain Planet or something like that. Hashtag Earth. Hashtag wind. Hashtag fire. Hashtag water. And I guarantee you, some dude with a blue box ain't gonna come out the sky with no tidy whities on. Okay, we have a hater in the building, and I let him live for far too long. But before I get rid of this young man, let me tell him something, because he's an Asian man and he's married to a black lady, but he obviously can't stand black folks. His name is Thanks Marine. I'm gonna put the spotlight on him right there. This brother said he's a firm believer in Jesus. He said the Lord saved his life. Matter of fact, I got the audio tape when he called in, and I'm going to put it up real soon. I've been tweaking on it a little bit. He wants so much attention. I'm going to give him some attention that he won't, but he ain't going to want it after I give it to him. I want y'all to keep a lookout for the video I'm going to put out about this brother. He called in tears talking about how much he loved the Lord. He said he was in Vietnam and somebody got their ass blown off in front of his face and his mouth was open, so he ate the booty. When the bomb went off in Vietnam, all the booty matter was right up on his nose, on his lips. He said he ain't had no choice to eat it because he was screaming when the bomb went off, so all the booty flesh went in his mouth. Then he got the nerve to call me a fruitcake. Thanks, Marine. I got the audio tape on you, brother. I know about how you met your wife. I know about your little Blazing babies. But that's Negro here nor there. For all you beautiful ladies in the comment section, I want y'all to know that y'all gonna have to figure out if y'all want to be freedom fighters or if y'all want to be everyday, regular Instagram, Facebook, Twitter users. And I think that's where the sisters fell off, because before all this social media, y'all was able to stay up on your game. The babies was fed, the dishes was washed, the clothes was washed, your grandmama had somebody to talk to, your auntie had somebody to borrow $5 from. Before all of this social media, you sisters actually gave a damn about other people. But now that y'all got Facebook and all of this foolishness, you don't give a damn about nobody but Mark Zuckerberg or whatever the hell his name is, the dude that invented all this stuff. You don't even call your grandmama. You on Instagram to see if your granny made a new post, knowing goddamn well she don't know how to use no damn no social media. You waiting for your nana to hit the like button. She could be over there dead. Y'all know I ain't saying nothing but the truth. Y'all can't even focus on them kids no more because you too busy online. The dishes piled up in the sink. You too busy cackling it up on Facebook, looking at memes and shit. Y'all need to get off that social media and get back to being women immediately. And for you brothers out there that be online, it only make you look lame to these females. You sitting up there with your shirt off, looking like you ain't take no bath. You sitting up on social media. You got a wad of money and your picture say 2016. You know damn well you still ain't got that money, but the picture's still online. You brothers is lame for being online the way y'all be on there. Y'all be trying to get some love and don't get no love. The sisters is the ones that get all the love online. You ain't got no admirers. Your big ass sitting there with a pot belly with a FUBU sweatshirt on trying to get some love on Instagram. Y'all brothers gonna have to figure out how to get the hell up off that thing. You a barber, you got your little barber videos all up online. You just did somebody fade. You think you a superstar cause you know how to do an edge up, my nigga. Y'all brothers gonna have to stay off of social media. What would Dr. King say about this new generation, y'all? I am dying to know what y'all think he would say about this new generation. What will Malcolm X say about Minnie McDonald's. She be smoking all day, and when she go to work, she be acting like she's scared of them white folk, and then come home and be talking crazy about them people. That's what most black folks do. Talk crazy about people, but when you see them, you ain't got none of that to say. But this is the scary part about dealing with people of color, because you never know when they gonna snap. Because black folks deal with a lot of pressure all day, every day. And for those that remain with a smile on their face and they just hunky-dory and happy all the time, them the ones you got to look out for. Because when they snap, it's going to be a terrible thing. And it might not be a bloody scene, but it's going to be a beat somebody ass scene. Okay, let me look in the comment section and see what's going on. K. Emmanuel said, Dr. King is in the Hall of Fame of effing them hoes. He said during his Nobel Peace Prize acceptance in Norway, he was almost late to his acceptance because he was chasing the hoe down the hallway. Hold on now. Y'all ain't gonna disrespect Dr. King like that. So what, he liked the pootie. So what, Dr. King liked the women. And that's why I wonder what he would say about this new generation. At least he was chasing a woman down the hallway. He wasn't chasing some nude man down the hallway like Thanks Marine. So what? Dr. King was sexually active. He was a grown ass man. What you want him to do? Would y'all be happy with Dr. King if he wasn't into girls? HC the comedian. Let me see what that brother said. He said this might be Martin Luther King dream he was talking about. No, I don't think he was having no zesty dream, brother. Laura's in the building. How you doing, beautiful? Minnie McDonald said, Reggie Hammond, LOL, I won't go nowhere without smoking a bleezy. Oh, Lord. TB said, I think Malcom would be making them accountable. We would still have fight the power type of music. So you trying to tell me Malcolm X will be in the studio with somebody right now? He's sitting in the back with a kufi on, with a hoodie. Talking about, you need to go in there and change that, young man. Wayne Tompkins said, we need to think and think again, then vote. Minnie said, LOL, he firing shots at a dead man. He cold-blooded for that. Y'all ain't gonna be disrespecting Malcolm X or Dr. King on this stream. We not here to do that. But like I was saying, Dr. King and Malcolm X, they was both very, very into women. They was some very, very heterosexual males. And with all these different movements going on, what do y'all think they would say about the LBGT community? What do you think Malcolm X and Dr. King would say about the Me Too movement? Because Me Too been going on for a long ass time. So why is it now that it's profitable? Me Too been going on since slavery. Massa had me in his bedroom. Me Too. Massa took advantage of me. Me Too. It always been a Me Too movement. So what's the difference now than it was way back since yesteryear? Let me tell y'all what the difference is. The only difference with the Me Too and the women being violated now is that there's a bunch of very, very unattractive ladies that feel like they disgusted with men, when the truth is that they really can't find nobody that's gonna want them to really be with them. Because this is the situation, y'all. Now, I love all my sisters in the Me Too movement, and if you ever been abused or something like that, I am terribly sorry. And I know you don't want my pity, but I love you, so I'm just gonna pray for you. But I will say this: a lot of you sisters out there that can't find nobody, it's because you are a good woman. You are a great woman. You're a great person. You have a beautiful mind, a beautiful spirit, and all them things. And the truth is, these brothers ain't got time for all that. Either you twerking or no. Yeah, you educated and you into your books and you got a law degree and you educated and you a great person. You like to read novels, goosebumps, but can you twerk that ass? But that's Negro here nor there. I ain't trying to offend nobody. This is a personal vlog, so I can basically talk about how I feel about things. And since y'all listening, you can feel free to say how you feel about what you got to say. K. Emanuel said the SCLC was basically just a place for orgies. He said, I mean, they kind of organized some religious activities and protests, but there are many reports from reliable sources that it was just for Netflix and chill. Well, you know what, K. Emanuel, you ain't got to worry about reading no more of them dumbass messages. Lord said facts. N-words don't want no good woman. They want cat. That's it. I'm glad I was raised right. I'm going to keep reading my Goosebump books on these whores. Hey, you can read all them Goosebump books all you want, but you ain't going to find nobody that's going to stay with you and really want to be with you. TB said, me too. She said, me too, waiting decades to recall what happened. It only started after Bill got caught up with them white gals. And the reason why it started with Bill is because Bill got so much money. And once one person fall that got a whole lot of money, it's like, well, hell, who else we can get some money up out? These women started looking around like, hey, well, shoot, back in the day, I was with MC Hammer. Let me tell y'all something. It's a young lady in Oakland, California, working on her MC Hammer case. She gonna come out talking about MC Hammer was not too legit to quit. He touched me backstage. I was his backup dancer and his private freak. MC Hammer was a dirty man. She gonna be on the stage telling the judge everything. She gonna be sounding just like MC Hammer. MC Hammer was a man and he was super nasty. He dissed all the girls and treat us like we trashy. She gonna be up there doing the typewriter in the courtroom. She gonna have on her Hammer pants. She gonna try to get the bag out of Hammer 50 years later. And he gonna be sitting up there like, didn't this bitch know that I went broke? All these celebrities is about to get it bad. Denzel Washington was the most handsome man in the world. Oh, Denzel, he's so sexy. I love Denzel. Don't you know it's some heifers out there with a Denzel Washington story? They already got Cuba Gooding Jr. Now you figure he was a good old boy, goody two shoes, Wayne Brady type of brother with a last name like Gooding. How can he do anything wrong when his last name Gooding? He the Tiger Woods of Hollywood. But they got people making allegations about him too. They talking about he touched somebody inappropriate. Look, celebrities, they just like regular men. Shoot, men like girls with nice bodies. Can you really blame them for that? Now it's different when you taking advantage of somebody and you holding somebody against their will. But I'm pretty sure it's plenty of women out there that would love to give a celebrity some booty. It's a female at the bus stop right now looking a brother up and down and he waiting on the bus. So just imagine what it's like for these celebrities when it comes to women, eligible women, desperate, needy, accomplished, you name it. If you a successful person, women comes along with it. It don't matter what you look like. That's why so many brothers want to be successful. But you mean to tell me that all of these successful men, look, I know for a fact that when people got power, they can abuse their power. And that's the case with a lot of these brothers that's getting caught up out here. Now, I'm not saying these women are liars, because I can only imagine what type of dirty bastards is out there that's really feeling themselves. Their ego is through the roof. Maybe they just want to take advantage of somebody because they sick like that. Now, I give these women that. But my only thing is, don't wait 50 years later to come out talking some what happened 30 years ago. But even if you do wait that long, you trying to get some money now? Lord said, facts, many Shawn better say allegedly before someone sue his ass. Now, that's one thing I ain't worried about. Y'all must ain't see the thumbnail. TB said he was getting somebody's panties. K. Emanuel said, you think chicks ask Cuba Gooding to do the radio voice when he smash? Look, if I would have seen that movie, I probably would say yeah, but since I ain't never seen it, many said, Lord, LOL, nigga, cause this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, y'all ain't talking about a damn thing in the comment section, but I really believe that Malcolm X and Dr. King will be disgusted with this generation. And I also think they will have some words of encouragement. But like I said, the only way they going to be able to get their word across is if somebody put it in the meme, or if somebody made a Facebook post about it or something like that, which is sad. Look, social media, it could be a good tool if you had a bunch of intelligent people online. But the problem is you got so many idiots online that it make the overall experience terrible. A lot of times when I get on Facebook, I'm looking to see something interesting. But instead, I see somebody chasing a roach with a paper cup, or a little kid doing the hula hoop with some Pringles stuck up his nose or something stupid like that. Hold on. We got a phone call, y'all. Hold on. They calling from Canada. I don't know if I can do overseas calls, player. I don't think that's collect or none of that. Matter of fact, I'm going to need you to cross the border and then call back. As soon as you get to America, I'll pick up the phone for you. But shoot, my phone bill ain't about to be sky high talking to you. You talking about, hey, good day, mate. Well, however y'all be talking in Canada, you better leave a message or something. But anyway, that's Negro here nor there. I really do appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the notification button. Hold on, y'all. We got another phone call. Wait 1 second. Hello. Who this is?
Hey, Shawn.
Hey, what's going on, Lord? How you feeling tonight?
Hey. Okay, so you know who this is? Finally, you saved my number.
Yeah, something like that. I know who you is, baby. I know who you is. What's on your mind tonight, sister?
Nothing much.
You just over there?
To call.
Okay, you just wanted to call. How do you feel?
Wait, what was we talking about? No, yeah, go ahead. What was you about to say?
Yeah, we talking about Malcolm X and Dr. King. Like, you a young lady. What do you even know about Malcolm X?
Well, I know that Malcolm X tried to get a lot of stuff done for black people, but I don't believe that he always went about it the right way. He was very, he was just like the white folks, but I like the way Dr. Martin Luther King approached things more civil. He got a lot more things done than Malcolm X got done. I wasn't alive around that time, but I know a little bit. I've done my studying.
So you said you didn't like Dr. King's approach, the way he said things.
I didn't say that. I said Malcolm X.
I mean, Malcolm X's approach, you ain't like the way he said things, and you felt like he was wrong.
Sometimes he was, but I don't know too much about him. I know listen, first of all, I'm a white woman, so I don't care about what any of these black men had to do. They did good stuff, so that's good.
Hold on, Lord. You said you a white woman?
That I am.
Lord.
Yes.
Sister, you ever seen the movie 50 Shades of Grey?
What you said?
You ever seen the movie 50 Shades of Grey?
I have.
Well, you 50 Shades of Brown, sister. Ain't nothing white about you. Ain't nothing white about you, Lord. But, you know,
I get hands, but okay.
Okay, well, you don't know nothing about Malcolm X. You know a whole lot about Dr. King. And that's with a lot of this young generation, because Dr. King, he got a holiday. Malcolm X ain't got no holiday to remember him. They trying to erase him from the history book, so I can understand how you would know more about Dr. King instead of Malcolm X. But Malcolm X was that dude, sister. I hate to look, Dr. King.
Hold on, free reign. One must have gotten burned up. Okay, I'm sorry. They ain't here talking junk.
It's all good, sister. Matter of fact, since you lollygagging in the comment section, I'm gonna need you to go back there because we trying to have a real discussion. But I appreciate your phone call, sister. All right, take care, sister. Get your ass off my phone. Yeah, but you please do that. Make sure you got something to say next time you call. Okay, if I pick up.
Before people start talking all that mess.
Oh yeah, I know, sister. Okay, all right. Yeah, get the hell on my phone. Look, I don't blame that sister because she's a young lady. Like she said, she don't know nothing about Malcolm X. She said she don't like the way he was talking. She don't like the way he said what he said. He was wrong. Now, brothers, y'all gonna have to take notes because when you come out here saying anything that don't sound right to these sisters, that's gonna be your downfall. Hold on, y'all. We got another phone call. Hello. Who this is?
What's up, Shawn, man? It's Marshall, bro.
Hey, what's going on, Marshall? Ain't heard from you in a while, brother. You all right?
I'm all right, man. I can't complain. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, brother. Everything's beautiful. What's on your mind, brother?
No, man. I'm just sitting here listening to you speak about Malcolm X, man, and it's good to know that someone knows something about the man. Something a little bit. I just feel my personal opinion is although Martin Luther King has his own day and whatnot, Malcolm X had the right ideas. Now, what people really don't know is that Malcolm X had a really hard upbringing. Like, his mother was placed in a mental institution, his father was, if I'm not mistaken, killed on a train track, his house burned down, he was placed in jail, people need to realize that Malcolm X isn't someone that was privileged, that was able to go to school. Like, he educated himself. You know what I mean? Like, he was in jail and he did what he had to do. I agree with Malcolm X. But then he left, if I'm not mistaken, with Elijah because Elijah was, pretty much going after the pussy. He found out that Elijah was going after the pussy, and he was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, we're supposed to be over here for our folks, man. We're supposed to be over here fighting for the people. And Martin was out doing his thing too, but I think we need to know our history, not just the salacious history, but their platforms. Like, Martin Luther King was killed because he believed in universal basic income. He believed in giving people money, and he had a march plan, something similar to the March on Washington, but with poor white people. And they were like, no, you can't do that, bro. You got to go. We know why. We don't. Everybody says they know why Malcolm was killed, but what was the phrase that was yelled? When he was getting shot.
Get your hand out my pocket.
It's all about money, bro.
Right.
It's all about money.
That's
so
what it was.
Like the same thing with JFK. JFK gave a speech against the system about secret societies, and then what they do to him like 3 weeks later, blew his head off. You know what I mean? So it's like these men, these people, they mean something to our society, and we give them their accolades. Now I believe Malcolm X wasn't given a holiday because he committed a crime, and he didn't want to say, hey, that's go commit crimes and do great things afterwards, and then get a holiday named after you. But I'm just saying, we need to know our history.
Hey, brother, since you was talking, I was thinking about something. Let me clear my throat one more time. Why is it that Afro-Americans only celebrate holidays that's given to us to celebrate? How come we ain't got no personal holidays? The only reason why we celebrate Dr. King's Day is because it's a national holiday. If it wasn't for people that's not even of our people to put that in place, we wouldn't even be celebrating Dr. King. Why can't we have... What's up, brother?
I got one better for you. Why we only celebrate Christian holidays?
See, that's another thing.
Ain't no Muslim Day sales.
Nope.
Ain't no Buddha Day sales, but it's always Christmas Day and Easter sales.
That's true, brother.
What I mean? Like, it's America is. We capitalize off of it. Christmas is supposed to be about Jesus. Nigga wasn't even born in December, but hey, here we go, celebrating this in December. We celebrate Martin Luther King Day. People don't go out and actually serve unless their job pay them to do so. We go home, stay home, and get a paid PTO. You know what I mean? Like, people don't do anything. This is just to symbolize that, hey, America remembers. That's white people saying, okay, we remember we did some fucked up shit. Hopefully this is another step towards y'all niggas forgiving us. And if y'all don't forgive us, all right, well, at least y'all can say we gave y'all niggas a couple boulevards and some schools.
That's
And
true.
look at the boulevards and schools they give us. They the worst ones in America.
The word MLK is terrible regardless of what city and state you live in. And it's another thing. Shoot, we can make our own Malcolm X holiday. We could celebrate his birthday or the day he was assassinated. We can do that for ourselves.
Bro, every day, listen, it's called Kwanzaa. More niggas showed up to see fucking Black Panther than they ever did to motherfucking celebrate Kwanzaa every motherfucking year.
Mm-hmm. That is
Niggas
so
was
true.
Wakanda forever. Nigga, that's Kwanzaa. That's Kwanzaa.
Right. And how it's gonna be Wakanda forever when ain't nobody talking about it now that the movie ain't in theaters. See how easy people forget? People only wore their African costumes for the movie. Just like it was like Comic-Con for black folks. The same way they dress up like Spider-Man and Superman and all these anime characters. That's what black folks did. They dressed up like Africans for the movie. They didn't do it for the culture, or it didn't have nothing to do with spirituality whatsoever.
Listen, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa literally explain what black people are supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, faith. That's the 7 core principles of Kwanzaa. And what we do, we skip right past it. We go straight to Christmas.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna offend a lot of people, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I celebrated Kwanzaa one time in my life when I was a child. And it was an overrated experience. I mean, it was kind of bootleg compared to Christmas. Look, I was looking for the toys, man. I wanted to get the new video games and the clothes and all that type of stuff. Christmas is more fun than Kwanzaa.
Because it's about capitalizing it. Because Christmas had a character. Christmas had some fat white man coming down the low ass chimney with 7 horses coming with a bag of shit.
Reindeers.
Horses, nigga, horses.
Okay,
horses
all right.
Shit on their head.
Mm-hmm.
It's bro. It's about making money. It's about making money and keeping people and keeping this imaginary economy booming, bro. Nigga, we got a piece of paper that say "In God We Trust," and we got a holiday that don't even celebrate His son.
Right, and how you gonna trust in God when He taking all your money to celebrate? Should we spend more money on Jesus' birthday than anybody else's birthday?
It's not even Jesus' birthday. It's not even Jesus' birthday. Jesus is supposed to be born in like April or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even Jesus' real birthday. We just made it that way. Like this is what we. It's like daylight savings time. Shit's been happening so long. We just go with it.
That is so
true.
It's
just like when black people got white Jesus in their church. I be looking at them like, all right, that's funny. So you mean to tell me this nigga was in the Middle East walking around for 40 days and 40 nights with these motherfuckers, and he white with Greek clothing? All right, cool. Blonde hair, blue eyes, my man. Say less. It sounds good.
But brother, like you said, history is so important. During them days, if you wasn't with white Jesus, it was over. I mean, you would be murdered. Like, this is some aftermath of slavery, brother. And that's why I don't fault my people that's in the church that believe in Jesus and all that stuff. I mean, that's all right because that's the circumstances that we come up out of as a people. It's plenty of things that we do. All the ratchet stuff that we do, it's all based on our history. I really can't fault my people for being ratchet in certain situations or even being ignorant in other situations due to the conditions that we came up under. But now we live in a day and age of information. Like I said, the internet and the social media and all that can be a beautiful thing if it wasn't so many idiots using it. That's what makes it bad. Technology ain't necessarily a bad thing. It's just power in the hands.
Representation of what people are, idiots.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is.
And I ain't sitting up here saying everybody's an idiot, but y'all know it's a lot of fools that know how to work a damn phone. That's all I'm saying.
It's easy to do it. They've been taught since they was kids.
That's true. That is so true.
Man, like I'm just going to assume we're closer in age. You might be a little older than me because of listening to you and the things you speak about.
No, you kind of old, player, but I'll let you go ahead and take that one. Mm-hmm.
Sean, I'm 29, Sean.
I know how old you is. You up there, player. You ain't no spring chicken no more.
Sean, 29 is young, bro. What are you talking about?
But shoot, I'm gonna let you go and say what you got to say, dog. What you up there? That's Negro here, no
Listen,
damn.
man, all I'm saying, unless ain't nothing wrong with getting up there. A life is a beautiful life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's just keep that health is wealth. That's another thing we got to learn in our community. Health is wealth.
Mm-hmm.
The longer you live, the more money you can make, the more you can help your people and help yourself and help your kids. You die at 50, who you going to help?
That's right. It's all about helping folks, especially when you get a certain age. But our older generation, we don't respect our older generation because they haven't been respectable. Like, you watch them old movies from the 70s, the Shafts and Superflies and stuff. All they was doing was snorting coke and partying and dancing and you know, living the high life and trying to ride around in a big old Cadillac. And now that they old, they ain't got no guidance and no structure to give us. What they gonna teach us how to do? Be pimps, max, and players? And that's all we was left with. Think about the generation that came after the 70s. They wasn't nothing but a bunch of...
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You said all that, but you know what you did not say? They worked hard for that shit. They was able to do coke and fuck out of Cadillacs because Monday to Friday, them motherfuckers worked.
Pause the game.
They wasn't Instagram models and they wasn't out here, you know what I mean, rap stars. They worked. They had to work, man.
This brother ain't never lied.
You right.
He ain't never told no lie. This brother said even though they had the afros and the bell bottoms and party on the weekend from Friday to Sunday, they worked their ass off. What's that Michael Jackson song? Leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. That's because they was working like slaves to get the things that they got. Now everybody trying to get the bag, selling ass or whatever they doing to get the money. These kids nowadays, it's a damn shame, brother. You know what, man? You so wise. And the reason why you wise like that, because you 29 years old. You been on this earth for a long time, brother. You got all this wisdom. You been around forever.
Listen, man. Listen. First of all, whatever, Shawn. Whatever. Always a good conversation. You play dumb, man. I like it. You play dumb, but Shawn, I'm going to keep telling you this. You are an intelligent individual. You play sometimes. You play the ignorant fool. It's a caricature. It's a moniker. I understand, but you are a smart person on the level, bro.
You know what, brother? Man, I appreciate you, brother. And whatever you need.
No, ain't no appreciation. I'm peeping game, bro. I ain't stupid. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, all right, but for the people that don't know, they won't know, and they ain't supposed to know, brother. Yeah, blowing all of the cover, man.
Someone can tell you they're from Beirut, and somehow, some way, unless you fast with the Google hands, you are a smart person.
You know what, brother? Man, I ain't gonna say I appreciate it, man. I recognize that, you know, clever minds think alike and all that good stuff, man. You a good person. Now, before we get off the phone, man, you out there on the road somewhere? You sleeping in your truck, or you done made it home?
No, bro. I don't even be. First of all, whoever Wayne Tompkins is talking about zesty, calm down, bro. Like, this is a problem with black folks. You can't even compliment somebody without somebody saying you got to be zesty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, right. See, that's the problem with black folks. Unless he ain't black. You know what I mean? If he ain't black, then it is what it is.
I don't think he is,
no, I ain't
man.
on the road no more, bro. Like, I do local work. Like, I unload stuff. You know, like, I don't work with the guy I work anymore. Got into a bad accident. That's why I was kind of off, and it didn't go well.
Oh, man. Hey, brother, everything happened for a reason, man. You just got to figure out how to bounce back. Long as ain't nobody got hurt, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully ain't nobody get hurt. Even if they did, man, insurance and all that's going to take care of it.
I didn't get into the accident. I'm perfectly fine. He got into the accident and pretty much went broke. Couldn't afford it. So, you know, he had to sell both the trucks. I was like, all right, do what you got to do, bro. I ain't mad at you. So I went and moved on.
Oh, there you go. You know, that's a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? It's just a opportunity for you to step up and do something else, brother, you know. And we always got so much love for you, Marshall. And feel free to call back whenever you feel like it, man. You heard?
You already know, bro. You already know.
All right, no doubt. GMB, brother. All right, take care. No doubt. All right. He started to get a little too personal with me. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. I look down my shirt. The nipples all hard. Something ain't right. He started to, you You ever had somebody put their hand on your shoulder and it made you feel uncomfortable? That brother, he was starting to get too nice. He don't offer me his juice. He don't gave me his free cookie. Come on now. I don't know. Maybe I need to take them rainbows and stuff off this damn page. Y'all brothers getting the wrong idea. But that's Negro here nor there. He said a whole lot of stuff that made a whole lot of sense. But the way he topped it off at the end of it, I just don't know. I don't remember nothing he said about Dr. King. All I remember is him saying I got nice hands. He said something about my legs always shiny. But anyway, we gonna go ahead and change the subject. Now that he off the phone, I can breathe again. I feel like I'm Tony Braxton. I can breathe again, y'all. But back to what I was saying about Dr. King and all of these people in time that did a lot of things for the people. Now, one thing the brother did say that I remember, he said that people need to be celebrating Kwanzaa. Look, Kwanzaa just seems so dirty to me. Somebody gonna have to enlighten me on the 7 principles and all of the good stuff that got something to do with Kwanzaa. But the last time I celebrated Kwanzaa, I'm looking around for the Christmas presents. It ain't got no reindeers. There was a couple of hyenas on the roof. We had to call the animal patrol. Had an African Santa Claus. He was screaming at the top of his lungs. Shoot, I don't know about Kwanzaa. If anybody in the comment section ever celebrated Kwanzaa, let me know if you enjoyed your experience. I remember my mama tried to bake some Kwanzaa food because we ain't have nothing to eat. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all the truth. The real reason why we celebrated Kwanzaa is because my mama was doing real bad that year. She couldn't afford no Christmas presents. She couldn't afford no ham, no turkey, no none of that. So she made some stovetop stuffing, some box macaroni and cheese. She fried some chicken, and she was fixing our plates. Talking about celebrating Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa. The only reason why we celebrated it, y'all, because we was broke. But besides that, I don't see why a person with some money would celebrate Kwanzaa like that. Matter of fact, I'm talking all this nonsense about Kwanzaa. This year, I'm going to celebrate it just for the hell of it. But get on YouTube or Google, because like I said, we live in a technology age. So if you don't know something, and if you ignorant of something, it's your choice to be ignorant, because you can find out whatever you want to find out at the click of a button. So when I get finished doing this stream, I'm going to get on Google. I'm going to Google Kwanzaa and do all the research I can do about Kwanzaa. And I'm going to celebrate Kwanzaa this year right along with Christmas. I ain't say I wasn't going to celebrate Christmas, because that's one of my favorite holidays. Look, I'm ready to see them presents. The thing I love about Christmas is that you can change the way you feel about a person after you open the present. Because if it's a big box, you feel like it's going to be something special in there. But you open up the box and it's a comforter set. Look, I already got pillows. What you want me to go to sleep? What you been sleeping on me? Why the hell you got me some covers? It's early in the morning. I ain't ready to go to bed. I want to open up some nice presents. Or if you get a real small box, you think it might be a Rolex up in there, maybe a diamond bracelet, maybe something shiny, something that costs a whole lot of money. And you open up the box and it's a box of Babe Ruths. That'll make you change the way you feel about somebody. But if you open up a present from somebody that you don't expect to get you something nice, you thinking it's a pack of socks or something stupid like that, and you open up the Christmas present and it's something that you've been wanting for a long time, something you ain't even know that you really needed and want it so bad until you see it, and it's like, damn, this is mine now. You got this for me. You thought about me. You got me some new Pumas. I love Pumas. Now I got a new pair of suede Pumas. I love you. Look what you did for me. And then it's like, okay, you got me them nice Pumas. Now I gotta, hold on, we got another phone call. Hold on, y'all. Oh, goddamn. Look, this person from Canada. Look, I love my Canadian people and stuff like that, but you're gonna have to hit me up on Messenger or something like that, because I ain't answering no Canadian phone call. Y'all trying to get me in trouble with y'all president over there. We ain't got time for all that. But that's Negro here nor there. Back to what I was saying about Christmas. You open up them presents on Christmas, it make you love somebody more than you loved them before. And I love to see the look on people's faces when they open up my Christmas present. It's something about that face that they make, sort of like they having sex. It's a disgusted face, but it's also a pleased face, but it's a little raunchy. It's a little funky. I love getting people messed up presents just to see their face. I remember one year I was dating this young lady, and on Christmas, she opened up her present. She was all happy. And then when she saw that it was nothing but a bunch of packs of Kool-Aid, she gave me that stank sex face. I was turned on all the way until Valentine's Day. But that's Negro here nor there. Hold on. D. Rochelli is in the building. Steve and Briley. Rudy Margarita is here. Gail Jones. Free Reign. Tank Dog. What it do, Tank Dog? But I feel like if Malcolm X was still alive, we would have somebody to tell us where we messed up and how we messed up. Because that's the problem with us. We don't know where we dropped the ball. We don't know where we messed up or when we messed up. Because when we still had Dr. King, we were still segregated. We wasn't blending and mixing and going to school with people that ain't look like us. We wasn't going to grocery stores and restaurants with people that doesn't look like us. Back in the day, if you went out on a date or something like that, you went to a black owned business, but that's something that we had back then that we ain't got now. When we was segregated, we had black owned businesses. Ain't had no choice. But now that we integrated, we ain't barely got no black owned businesses. That's because we was fighting for the right to do business with other people, y'all. We did it to ourselves. And people was tired of getting stepped on and discriminated against and everything. But if we would have stayed segregated by the year 2020, we'll all be some billionaires out here. We'll all have some company, some money, or somewhere to work for, or somewhere to go. Just imagine all the black restaurants and grocery stores if they would have thrived all the way up until now. It'd be plenty of black billionaires in this country. You would know somebody that knows somebody that can get you some good work. If we would have never been segregated, we would be the richest people on the face of the earth right here in America. But since Dr. King did what he did, now I'm not saying that was his intentions to mess us up and to take away our businesses. I believe that he wanted to see us all doing well. Black folks, white folks, Latino folks. He was aiming for everybody in the world to have the equal share when he was going for the integration and stuff like that. I don't believe that he planned on things being the way that it is now. That wasn't Dr. King's dream. This wasn't Dr. King's dream, for us to be disenfranchised and not have no businesses and not work with each other and be with each other. This is Dr. King's nightmare. This ain't no dream, y'all. This is his nightmare. Hold on. Hello. Who this is?
This is Taisha.
How you doing, Taisha? How you feeling, sister?
I'm doing good. I'm at work right now, but I want to just comment on what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about, I just called you, so you were talking about Malcolm X, but I do agree with you, with my brother Malcolm X. He really did try to let people know, what the deal was and things like that. And me personally, I just want to let you know how I feel. I think we still should be segregated, because I feel like as long as black people were in their own community and sticking together, we stuck together. We didn't have to integrate with the white people and make them more richer, because that was all that this was intended for integration anyway. Mm-hmm. Was to make the white man more richer. So.
And you got to think, why would they give him a holiday if he ain't do nothing that benefited them? Why Malcolm X couldn't get no holiday? Why Elijah Muhammad and Marcus Garvey couldn't get no holiday? How come all the other black leaders of the world ain't getting no holiday? He must have did something mighty favorable or something mighty great for this country in order to give that black man a holiday.
Yeah, kiss the white man's ass, because that really was the agenda at the end of the day. Like, a lot of these people that were real leaders, African Americans, that were real leaders, like you said, you don't celebrate nothing with them. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing. And there's more black leaders out there that are still not even being recognized. And I think, honestly, as black people, we need to just stop letting the people pull the wool over our eyes and really start looking into what the agenda is really about. Because, like Brother Malcolm has said, at the end of the day, in the Constitution, we're considered subhuman. So if the Constitution wasn't written for us, then do we really need to follow the laws that's in America? Why are we being put in the prison system? So that means we can go out here and do what we want, and it doesn't affect us.
Mm-hmm. That is so true, sister. That is so true. But you know what? We can't do what we want. Well, matter of fact, we can do what we want to do. But what we want to do ain't helping ourselves or helping our people. And that's the problem. It's the things that we want to do that got us messed up, because we don't have to do anything that we don't want to do, but we don't know how to make up our minds no more, because we ain't got no sense of direction. And that's why we need not somebody to step up, but we need to start stepping up for each other, not instead of just for ourselves.
Exactly. And I feel like as the generation gets as these generations continue to grow, we're getting weaker as a society, because you got TV that rots your brains, you got social media. Like I said, technology is a curse, but it's a blessing, but it's what's killing us at the end of the day. Man is destroying man. It says that. It speaks that. Regardless, whether you read it in the Bible or, whatever, at the end of the day, we're starting to see what this world is becoming. And, yeah, it's coming to an end because we're destroying it. So I think if Brother Malcolm was still here, I think a lot of black people, I don't even care if he's not here, they need to look back at a lot of interviews and read books up on these people. Because we can be strong if we read.
That is so true. We doing a whole lot of reading.
I'm at work.
Oh, okay. I understand, sister. Now, before I let you get off the phone, I got one question for you. What did you have for dinner today? Like, what did you have, sister? I'm just curious to know.
Well, I made some chili. I had some leftover chili that I made yesterday.
So you out here eating.
It was good.
You had some leftover, some old chili from yesterday, and you, okay. I understand what your lifestyle is like.
It's good. I know you ate leftovers when you was growing up, and I'm going to still eat leftovers. Shoot, I pay my taxes.
Okay, you eating them leftovers and stuff, and you at work. That's beautiful,
Yeah,
sister.
right.
You know, you got to do what you got to do
and
to
as long as I pay
survive.
my taxes, I'm going to still get my food stamp. So they just giving me that what I'm paying anyway.
Hold on, pause the game. Pause the game, sister. You get food stamps?
You damn right. Why not? You should go down there and get them too.
You talking about
taxes, ain't
you talking about all this? We need to stay segregated and black folk this and black folks that, but you eating off of the system that you condemning, my sister?
I am the system. I am the system. If you really think about it, I am the system.
And you proud of that? Okay, so you proud of being the system? I thought you was against the system.
No. How am I against the system? No, you're not understanding where I'm coming from. I'm not saying I'm against the system. I'm just saying at the end of the day, well, yeah, I am saying I'm against, but I think we still should have been segregated at the end of the day. Because black-owned businesses, yeah, I still support black-owned businesses with my food stamp and my check that I got paid tonight. So, I mean, at the end of the day, whether you slice it, dice it, lay it to the side, I'm going to still get mine.
If we wasn't integrated, you wouldn't have no chili.
You know what? I ain't messing with you right now.
I'm just saying, sister, I'm just trying to help you understand what you saying over there. But, you know, hey, free food is free food. You can't be mad at that. But at the same time, you know, all that free food is the reason why we in the situation we in about 100 years later.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, that's true, too. I mean, but what difference does it make whether you go get food stamps or you get this, you get that? At the end of the day, we all still a part of the system. It doesn't matter.
Well, sister, we got a whole lot of free food and slavery, too. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, we did. We ate good back then, too.
Ate real good off Master's dime.
But I wasn't there.
Hey, well,
Yeah. We ate Kunta Kinte body parts too, I think.
Yeah, well, modern slavery chili is always on the menu, but that's Negro here nor there.
Messing with you. You go on. Keep talking.
All right, sister. Hey, you be careful out there, sister. Hey, and feel free to call back whenever you feel like you heard.
Bye.
All right, sister soldier. All right, goodbye. She called up here talking about the black man. You could hear her medallion swinging in the background. She got her fist in the air standing in the middle of the street. She pro-black. She all about the brothers and the sisters. We need to come together. But you eating food stamp dinners? You got a cabinet full of oodles and noodles. You got TV dinners all in your freezer. Look, let me tell y'all something. If you supporting food stamps, this woman said, I am the system. How the hell you talking about we don't need to be integrated? We need to go back to segregation. If we go back to segregation, your ass gonna starve. You ought to go to Martin Luther King's memorial and kiss his tombstone. Better yet, you need to dig that brother up and kiss his ass. Because if it wasn't for Dr. King, you wouldn't be able to get no food stamp, sister. But that's Negro here nor there. Lord have mercy. I thought she was going to be the next Viola Davis or something like that. Come to find out she ain't nobody but Nicki Minaj. TB said, I hope she didn't have to trade a black man and father for that EBT. That's exactly what she did, sister. Because if you trying to get them food stamps, first of all, you can't have no black man in the house whatsoever. You got to be a single mother. And if you ain't got kids, they not going to help you get nothing. So what a lot of sisters do, that's why they don't care about who they have kids with. Matter of fact, pause the game. Let me tell y'all something. The reason why a lot of these sisters don't care nothing about the men that they have these kids with is because it ain't about the man. It's about having them kids so they can get that assistance. So what? You had a baby with Reggie and he ain't got no job and he just got out of jail. He can still get you pregnant, and that's the whole point. So you can go down there and get some assistance. And shoot, you don't need him in your life anyway, because they ain't gonna support you or give you the food stamps if y'all is in love, and if y'all is together forever and want to be together and have a family. That ain't gonna get you that free chili. These sisters will have a baby with anybody. Crackheads having babies. I hate to see a brother. Hold on, we got another phone call, y'all. See who this is. Hello. Who this is? Hello? Look, somebody called here. They must have had the wrong number. Matter of fact, let me cut this phone off, because people calling here acting ignorant. Anyway, we about to get the hell out of here anyway. Sandra Jackson said, that's not true. Anybody can get food stamps and Medicaid. Sister, anybody can. I definitely can't get it. So if you feel like anybody, and even if I could get it, I'm too embarrassed to stand. I'm too embarrassed to go down there to get it. Now, if they mailed it to me, if I can do everything online, Lord have mercy, I'll be on www.ebt.com right now. I'll be trying to figure out, I'll get them all my information, my social security number, my past addresses from the past 10 years. I'll get them all the information they wanted if I could do it online. But if I got to go down there with the dirty sweatpants on, looking like I just fitted on myself, and I got to stand in line with a bunch of other smelly bums and get in there to have them people tell me if I can or if I can't get the food stamps, that's too embarrassing. Don't they take your picture when you go down there? They're going to get your mug shot just in case you say something wrong. They're going to put you on their website. Lord said more white people are on food stamps, and that's a fact. Okay. Shoot, you got Asian people, Latino people. It's a whole bunch of people getting food stamps. Shit, free food is free food, baby. Shoot, white people get hungry too. TB said, I tried to get EBT when I needed it. Only got it when I told them I was going to get pregnant and be back. They gave them then, almost 10 years ago, for 3 months only. So you mean to tell me your ignorant ass went down to the EBT office? They told you they wasn't going to give it to you. And you said, hold on, let me go get pregnant. I'll be back. Hold on, stay right there. Keep my application. I'm about to go get pregnant. I'll be back. And you came back pregnant and they gave you the assistant sister. That's the type of stuff you need to keep to yourself, baby. A Anthology is in the building. The Anthology. He said, who had a better headline, MLK or Malcolm X? Now, you know you're wrong for that. We all know the answer to that, brother. Sandra Jackson said they do it online and mail. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. Let me confirm this with this sister before I get up out of here. So you mean to tell me I can apply for EBT online? And y'all just now telling me this? I should block all of y'all ass. Minnie McDonald says, so I buy my food and pay for my own health insurance, but it's whatever because I don't need nobody keeping tabs on me anyway. Sister, you got a phone, they keeping tabs on your ass. You got a TV, they keeping tabs on you. You got a whatever you got. Some headphones, with this spyware and all this technology, they keeping a tab on your ass, regardless if you got EBTs or not. Marshall said, I've been working since the age of 15 years old. I paid taxes for over a decade, and I've yet to receive any public assistance that I know of. And guess what? They ain't never going to give you nothing because you a black male. And if you on crack or something like that, then they'll probably throw you $1. TB said, I didn't come back pregnant. I told them that. Not even a day later, they called me back with approval. Stephen Riley said they sprayed their hairlines on. LTC Art, we ain't seen you in a long time, sister. We know you young. I would love for you to call in to see what you know about Dr. King or Malcolm X, because I know you don't know a damn thing. Sandra Jackson said, you don't have to be pregnant in the state of VA. There are so many men. See, this what y'all sisters not gonna do. We trying to have a conversation about Dr. King and Malcolm X, and y'all trying to switch the narrative to EBT. When it's real stuff that we want to talk about, the state of black folks in this country, when the conversation get real serious, everybody want to talk about what they bought with their food stamps. The hell with your food stamps. And many said, Reggie, LMAO, the hell they do them MFers be proud. Reggie Hammond said, they don't have no problem going to get the EBT, but hide the card when they in the grocery line. Look, man, shoot, I'm about to have me a card if I can do it online. Lord said, no one wants to talk about them anymore. TB said, Sandra Jackson, Love Joy is in the building. How you doing, sister? She said, I got $650 in food stamps per month. We all got fat. Then they found out I was married and cut me off. And you still mad at your husband till this day. Sometimes you be looking at him and just be shaking your head. $650 for your broke ass. You need to divorce his ass and get back on them food stamps. $650 will cause a divorce. We gonna break up immediately for $650 in food. Unless you can feed me more, then we can stay together. But if you can't feed me that much food, then we don't need to be together. Should I come visit you at your mama house? Look, I'm gonna take them food stamps, baby. Ruby Margarita said, who has room for a guest next week and can cook? Oh, bum ass. Stephen Marshall said, EBT card is my black card. I'm balling every third of the month. Okay, well, I can see the signs in the times and the marks in the sand and all that. I'm about to get out of here because y'all EBT crazy. Ooh. I must be hungry again, burping like that. I'm about to go get me some lunch. Too bad I ain't got no EBT card. But that's Negro here nor there. GMB, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to have more vlogs coming up real soon. So y'all just stay tuned. Lord talking about Shawn, don't go. You know what, baby? I'll be back tomorrow. You ain't got to worry about that. And everybody that's listening, I really do appreciate y'all. GMB, Blazer Gang, we gone, baby.